Hi everybody. So the other day, I actually got a question from a very good friend of mine, and it's a question that I get on a fairly frequent basis. And so she was asking me, how exactly do you become a teacher in another country? Which is a perfectly valid question. And I told her, yeah, I'm glad you asked. I can't help you. And basically, that's the answer I have to give everybody because a lot of people are asking me, how do you do what you're doing right now? And I can't give you an answer for that. And the reason I can't give you an answer for that is because if you want to know, how can I go to another country? Well, it depends on the country. So, first, what you have to do if you want to be an English teacher in another country, because let's face it, that's the easiest way to get to another country. So, really, if you want to go live in another country, for the most part, you are probably going to be an English teacher. That's just how it's going to work. So, what you have to do is before you even ask me or anybody else that's currently doing a program that allows them to teach in another country, what is my hair doing? Curly hair problems. You first have to decide what country you want to go to. And I know that seems really crazy, like a well, no, duh kind of a thing, but a lot of people, all they want is to travel to another country, to experience another country, which is great. Good for you. That is a life goal that I think everybody should have because the more you travel, the more you learn about the world, the more you open yourself up to another way of living and understand other people and blah, blah, blah. I'll get off my soapbox. But the problem is, if you just say, I want to go to another country, well, that's not going to help you very much because, first of all, every country in the world is different. I don't care where you are, every single country in the world has its own culture, it has its own language, its history, the things that it finds important. Even if they're very similar cultures, there are still subtle differences that can change everything for you. So you have to decide. Even if you just narrow it down to 2 or 3 countries, that's good enough. And the reason is because step 2, you have to Google that country. All right. If you want to go and teach English in another country, first of all, it's going to have to be a country that isn't native in English. Not hard to find, not hard at all. And in basically every country in the world, well, I mean, at least a lot of them, where they don't have English as a native language, they do have government programs asking native speakers to come. So not every country, okay, but a lot. Most, a lot, a lot. Chances are the country, or at least one of the top 3 countries you want to go to, has a program. I'll put it that way. And the reason why this is important, though, is because there isn't one universal program. Every single country has its own program. They might all be asking for native English speakers to come and to apply and to visit their country and to help out in the classroom, but they're not all the same. So what you have to do is you have to narrow it down to your top 2 or 3 countries, your top 1 if you can, and then you have to Google the program or programs available for that country. And that's why I can't help everybody. If you don't tell me what country you're looking at, I won't know because I don't know every English speaking teaching program in the world. I just don't. I don't even know every program that's in Spain. I know the program that I'm in because I researched it. I obviously went through the application process. And for me, it was easy because the Auxiliares de Conversación program is through the government. So getting the visa, well, the government saying, yeah, please come work for me. So the visa was like, yeah, here you go. Thank you very much. So that's why I chose it. But you have to research it. Literally, just Google. It's not like you have to go to the library and look up 3 different books and have sources and so on. No, just Google it. Every program that wants native English speakers is going to have a website, because otherwise, how are they going to reach out to the native English speakers? You know what I mean? Step 3. Yeah, this is a 3-step process to figure out where and how you can teach English in another country. Join the freaking Facebook page. I'm telling you, it's a lifesaver. Every group has a Facebook page, because if you're going to be looking for native English speakers, you're going to have a lot of Americans, and almost every American in the world has a Facebook, I swear. It's just how we work, okay? So these programs usually have Facebook pages, and a lot of those Facebook pages aren't official. Don't get me wrong, it's not as though this program has made the Facebook page. No, it's made by other people who are looking into the program, people who are maybe already in the program. And what it is it becomes a community online on Facebook where you can ask questions, and people who are in the program now can give you answers. They can help you out. Whatever steps you need to do, whether it be the application process itself, once you are accepted, the visa process, because that can be a pain in the butt. That's what I was going to say. Whatever it is, like even after you're there, you know, you go to another country, there are so many things that you're not going to understand no matter how much you know about this country. You're in a different culture. And in a different culture, there is culture shock, whether it be this small little thing or something major that makes you reevaluate your entire life and you're just so confused. Well, it's so nice to have that community of all of these people going through the exact same thing. So you have to, I can't say this enough, you just have to join the Facebook page or any type of online forum or group of the people that are in this program, because they will be your safety net. I can't even begin to explain this to you. Even though I'm in Spain, so a European country that, you know, it's westernized, people don't necessarily think, oh, that's going to be so different from the United States. There are so many things, as you can see from my videos, that I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, this is such a different culture. I really am on the other side of the world. What do I do here? And it's because I'm in the Facebook group that I understand. And what's more, because I knew that I wanted to do this program a long time in advance, almost 2 years in advance, I actually joined the Facebook group for the year before me. And the reason I did that was because then I was able to see all of the people who were in the application process the year before me and the questions they were asking and getting answered. So by the time it was my turn, I already knew what to do. I didn't have to ask a lot of questions. It was funny because a lot of people know me on the Facebook group, and a lot of people, especially during the application process, assumed that I was a second or a third year in the program because I could answer everyone's questions. And I was just a first year. I was a first year applicant. I had no idea what I was doing. It was just that I knew the answers to the questions because I had already been on the previous year's Facebook page. I had been in their Facebook group. So that's all that I can give you. That's all the advice that I can share if you want to go and teach English in another country. Please let me know down in the comments below where you want to go. If you are in another country, tell me what did it take for you to get there? Do you agree with the things that I'm saying? Do you have something to add to it? Please let me know, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.